Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today I'm being instructed to pull a Earth Warriors Oracle. Get the guidebook. Stuck. Okay, get that ready, and let's see. So what is the energy affecting the twin collective at this time? We are getting Ikchil, the medicine of the rainbow jaguar. Okay, this is one that comes out quite a bit for the twin collective. Let's see. I don't remember what it is. Let's check it out. Ikchil protects you now as you transition from one life phase to the next. With her rainbow light, this guardian goddess instructs you on how to use great power with wisdom to nourish only what is worthy. Using jaguar medicine with perfect timing, she confronts that which is unworthy of her devotion, eradicating destructive forces and creating space for healing, relief, and rebirth. Her presence is the wild power of the jaguar, the renewal promise of the rainbow, and the divine feminine creativity. All darkness shall be overcome. So in the twin collective, this is a message saying that there is some sort of a shadow moving in the night right now, that all of the twins have been hearing something that doesn't sit right, that there has been information or actions, something that has caused a sadness in the collective is what I'm feeling, and that this energy is coming in to remind that it doesn't have to be hung on to, that with everything that leaves there is a renewal. This is that state of grace that we saw a few readings ago, where we're letting go of something and allowing the receptivity for something else to come in. And so this is in real time. We've been given opportunities to release with grace and to allow the new to come in, because it's always better. It's always the next step. It's always something better feeling, because it stacks on the wisdom that we've learned before. I remember hearing so many stigmas about the stepping stones energy. And in this new energy, stepping stones are triumphant markers of success as we go through. Yeah. So there's this beautiful energy of release coming in. You are going through a transition. Cultivate hope and stay true to your intentions. Let nothing divert you from your true path. So whatever's leaving right now wasn't the true path for the twins. There were certain belief paradigms, so it may not be just what meets the eye or what you think is going on. Your fear response to certain things are also paradigms to question. You don't have to have fear about anything as long as you see the truth that sets you free regarding what's coming up. If you have a new project, vision, or lifestyle that you are seeking to bring into the world, Ikchil is guiding and guarding you for a healthy birth. She also brings a message that there are times when fierceness is necessary. It's important that you cut off negative sources completely at this time and do not allow yourself to be used or exploited. This is not a time to indulge someone else's ego or go against your own inner knowing in order to give someone the benefit of the doubt. Trust your instincts and break immediately from what isn't right for you. This will bring you new opportunities and situations that are worthy for your passionate devotion. That's so lovely. Okay, let's see how this is affecting the divine feminines at this time. Oh, I have tears. I'm tuning in. So the divine feminines, what do we need to know about this? Leveling up. Trust the love. Trust that there is enough for you, divine feminines. Choose to see it. See the benefit, the bounty, the blessing, and go towards that. Don't stay in anything that is not reciprocal. What can we see for the masculine polarity regarding releasing? Communication. So divine masculines, you are definitely communicating in this beautiful new way without fear of being misunderstood. You're being transparent. Bravo. Even at risk of an impasse, you're still showing up in your truth. Divine masculines being transparent. So beautiful. Okay, let's dive in. I'm actually going to do a divine feminine check-in today. So let's have a look. What can we see for where the divine feminines are at on the journey? How are the divine feminines thinking of their divine counterpart, the journey, all of it in general? What are the divine feminines feeling on the heart space? What are the divine feminines wishing to manifest at this time in the connection? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge and the solution that we are being guided to look at? Oh, I've got some tears still. A beautiful message to not be in waiting. Don't hang on, divine feminines, to things that are not showing up the way you deserve. And here we go. Oh my goodness. Wow. Where are these tears coming from? I'm really getting that there are a bunch of divine feminines out there that this worthiness is hitting home with today, of the sacred beauty of timing and compatibility and mutuality and grace. Amazing. Okay, what are the feminines thinking of the connections? Knight of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. So there is this breaking energy. It's like I'm seeing waves crashing in the surf. Something's got to give way here. It can't keep going like this. So divine feminines, lay a foundation in a new direction. So for the divine masculines watching, your divine feminine has been steadfast in wanting to create a foundation that is going to alleviate anxiety, and in the process the anxiety is coming up to be seen for what it is. The anxiety is also showing the feminines what they don't want, so they can be more sure-footed with what they do want. So something is coming up for the divine feminines that's showing this anxiety. Anxiety is an energy that describes being very far out of alignment with the higher knowing. So divine feminines are setting a new target to come into alignment on an even more personal level. What can we see for divine masculines? Yes, it's a new beginning. This is a letting go of the waiting, letting go of misconception, of being foolish, and really putting divine feminine emotional equilibrium first. Counterintuitive, I'm hearing. So for some, it will look like they are pretending to feel at ease in certain situations because it's so counterintuitive by 3D standards. So divine feminines, if you're considering that you are seeing things in a radically different way, you are not far off the mark here. You are alleviating your anxiety by going against the status quo, the grain, the common belief, and therefore you're working the puzzle in mastery, that you're unhooking from the paradigms of the world to self-soothe through the anxiety. You're not crazy. This is the way of spirit, and for many you needed to hear that. Okay, divine feminines, what are they feeling on the heart space? The shadow and the sun. So devil energies, but the sun peeking through. The sun's peeking through here, and in the reverse the sun is also coming out. So divine feminines are seeing some of this devil energy on the heart space, some of the things that the divine masculines have been saying, that doing, saying, behaviors indications because of the journey implications that have looked one way, that the feminines are now seeing for a different wisdom. Let me see if I can get clarification. So something about the past, about things that are said that sound like unrequited love. There's a lot more light in certain things. Have you ever done that before, where you get a message from somebody and you read it at face value and it hits? That emotion just hits in the message, and there's one interpretation based on the initial emotional response, and then you come back to it the next day and you're able to see through the trigger and see the wisdom that was actually there. That's this two-step contemplation before formulating a knee-jerk assumption and staying at that level of assessment. There's this dropping in mercy, humility, being sure about what's really there rather than just what we think is there. So divine feminines are really seeing a new level, that not everything that feels emotional, feels painful, feels like rejection is. Sometimes there's a lot of love in it. And there is a lot of wisdom that the divine masculines have been sharing and opening up with. And divine feminines are really starting to see that it's not all heavy energy. There's a lot of light in it here and there. They're starting to glimpse what the masculine means in certain ways that seemed heavy in some regards. So on the heart space, divine masculines, your divine feminine is really, I heard, falling in love with you and understanding the wisdom of your ways. What are the divine feminines wishing for the connection at this time? Well, we get the star with integration. They're wishing to just rest more, to have some space, to come back into open wonder, to balance out, to get more sleep, I just heard, to let things sink in more deeply, to pause, reverence, to revere nature, to revere reality, to revere this incarnation. They're wishing to attune to the splendor, I just heard, so they can have passion ignite. Divine feminines do not want to be in healing mode any longer. They want to get to the fun part. They want to get back on the horse and ride. So for some, you're really thinking about romance, adventure, picking up the pieces, getting out there, stepping out of your comfort zone, being passionate, seeing where it goes, kicking your heels up, getting some attention. There's some beautiful energies there, divine feminines, wanting to come out of your shell. Abandon, I just heard. There's a wild abandon in the energy where divine feminines, you might feel that it's radical or renegade to let go of your divine masculine and ride off into the sunset on a different horse, I just heard. So divine feminines are really wishing to buck the system, play on a horse bucking. Interesting. Okay, what can we see about divine feminine's actions at this time? There's a fine line between allowing everyone to have autonomy and boundaries being crossed in an unhealthy way. So divine feminine here is this kind of like, try me, just try me, don't push me over the edge. There's a testing here. The divine feminines are measuring what's coming to them in this new energy bit by bit through a new standard of high-level accountability for their own happiness. So divine feminines are not putting up with BS anymore. There are internal modes that the divine feminines used to have certain storylines that would turn a blind eye to things. This again is not the entitled bratty diva energies that I'm talking about either. This is very wise, very humble, very mature, very clear understanding of what is appropriate or not, what is actually an alignment originating from within the feminine about how they feel about what's happening in their reality or not, and then also being able to clearly feel into the intention of others coming towards the feminine and watching for that measure of lower or higher frequency. Is what the divine feminine picking up on high vibe or low vibe? There's this very clear ability now to sort. I'm getting with these Two of Pentacles that the divine feminines are sorting energies in flow as a way of life now, and being able to kind of look at both sides of the coin easily and quickly in different scenarios. And we get the Sun in the reverse here again. So this is all about things coming to light as the divine feminine sorts. Each one takes a baby step, takes a bite-sized piece of the energy and kind of looks at the aspects of it. There's an emerging picture here. General rules of thumb that the divine feminines can now sort. I'm hearing just basic fear versus love, being able to reduce anything coming through as one or the other and see very clearly and almost immediately what it resonates as. What is the biggest challenge for the divine feminines? Wow. The life-changing, earth-quaking truth. So divine feminines have seen an epiphany, a truth that, look at this crown, they've been crowned by the knowledge. There's a lot of this same crown energy and on this divine feminine here. So there's a lot of crown energy that represents the solar enlightenment. The crown represents the radiance of the sun, of the halo, of the epiphany. Divine feminines are challenged because there is a higher truth emerging here, a noble truth, and it threatens to change everything. So some divine feminines have thought that they figured it out, but they realize now there was this burden, a secret, covert burden in something going on. This is a masculine burden here, so something the feminine didn't empathize with, that the masculine was experiencing burden regarding. This could be some communication that's come through too that has rocked the feminines right now, that might not be as bad as you think, divine feminines. It may be coming from a place of overwhelm and burden. What are the divine masculines? Or sorry, what are the divine masculines contributing here? What a crazy slip that just came through. So Nine of Pentacles and the High Priest energy. So in the autonomy, the divine masculines are contributing their own opinion, their own assertion, their own views, their own sovereign accountability. And they've shared, divine masculines, you've shared something transparently that has come around both sides, above and below. It's equipped your divine feminine to see the full picture on something of what you've been holding back. And so now your divine feminine can make an educated guess based on having all of the information at hand. So yeah, divine feminines, that's the advice, is to consider a broad spectrum of some things that you've picked up on that your masculine has said or done alongside this newly emerging energy. So what I'm getting is that there's a new way of bringing in divine interpretation, holding one's own, not taking it personally, not allowing the struggle of the masculine regarding some theme that has just recently come to light, not allowing that to rock the feminine to the core, but just to sort of, I'm seeing like an earthquake proofed tower kind of just blub blub instead of crumbling and falling. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a bump in the road right now in the energy divine feminines. What can we see? Yeah, stay in humility. It does not mean all is lost. It doesn't mean things are devastating. It is a way that information and emotionality needs to come to light. So there is a purging right now. The divine masculines are voicing, living, dealing with, clearing. So whether you're feeling it in the energetics or directly, there seems to be a purging of fear for the divine masculines right now, and it might just be in stride, and it might have bigger emotional ramifications as well. But let's see, what can we know for divine masculines purging something at this time? Communion, contemplation, higher mind. Yeah, so divine masculines, this love has brought the divine masculines higher into the inner room of this higher wisdom, the Holy of Holies. They've come into an impeccable truth, I just heard, and they've shared a core understanding with divine feminines, either energetically or in the 3D, and this is radically changing the feminine's viewpoint, or will be shortly, is what I'm getting. Something that will come to you about your divine masculine, through your divine masculine, directly or indirectly. You're going to see something that will give you a radically new way of looking at things. What is the direction that the connections are going in the near future? Unconditional love, bringing in reunion again. So there's a preparation to be at a new level, a new stage, a different frequency when reunions come in. Let's get a clarifier. Wow, yeah, King of Wands is still healing, still letting go of the past, still grieving things that haven't worked out. The 5 and 6 of Cups are both here to say there is a progression, stepping into the empowerment, continuing to climatize in unconditional love, letting go of the past, getting excited and in anticipation for seeing each other again, and this empowerment. So divine masculines are wondering if something that they have initiated is going to have the right result here. So I'm getting that divine masculines have put some energy out into the world, and it's test by trial and error. So I'm hearing that the divine masculines have done something different, and they're waiting to see if they receive a result. This is kind of like the divine feminines over the last few years being able to do certain things, like dating others and then being curious if that energetically brings in the divine masculines or not, or that theory. I don't actually know very many, if any, divine feminines who have actually done that intentionally to manifest a reunion, like date others to put the scent, so to speak, out there for the masculines. But that's the idea here. Divine masculines have done or said something that is getting a bit of a different result. Divine feminines, you're holding your own with whatever this thing is that is occurring at this time. So let's get some more information. Take it all how it resonates. What can we see for divine feminines? We are getting the card of union, clarity, knowledge, channeling, and union. seal of clairsentience. So you've become impeccable with your ability to read energy, hold unconditional love, drop in, see your truth, witness that your divine masculine is so wise in being able to see the truth in you as clearly as they can read a book, just as you can see the shortcomings and the apparent unconscious things that your divine masculine might be dealing with. You've got a knack for it. Your divine masculine has a knack for reading energy like that in you. Both twins know a little bit more about the other than they let on, don't they? But divine feminines, you are becoming more adept at channeling and bringing through more clarity regarding everything you're observing in the journey, and specifically where it comes to be seen what the divine masculines are up to and what level of understanding they have. There's like a more of a capacity being seen because you have eyes to see this, divine feminines, and you're desiring to know what is actually there. Okay, seal of Venus, elemental magic, self-love, and protection. So divine masculines, you are protected right now, and this is a time of self-love. I'm hearing for any actions that are not based in self-love, you will not see results right now. So it will feel like you're meeting a dead end. You're going to get, your reality is going to shut you off from certain things that you think you want right now. It's that last picked for the team energy. You're going to be last picked for the team right now, divine masculines. If you go towards things with a lower vibrational energy, it's not going to pan out for you. So if you keep running up against a no or a deal breaker, it could be that you're not coming from the right frequency, and it's time to check in on, is this a self-loving motion or is it ego-based, divine masculines? But you are protected. Okay, many blessings everyone. Bye for now.